Hey everyone, welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andrei Angelkovski. It is with pleasure and honor to have my dad, Filip Angelkovski, on the show. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's
Thanks
good.
for having me.
Absolutely. So what I wanted to bring my dad on this video for is to ask him about his experience, about what opportunities you came across through your time and that ones that you wish you have taken. So if you don't mind sharing a couple of stories of which opportunities came to you that could have made you very, very wealthy.
Well, Andrei, if you remember when you decided to become a real estate investor in real estate business, I said to you, you're on the right track and you are not going to regret it. I can share a few examples in my lifetime. I'll start with one which was the very beginning, close to probably in the very early 70s. There was a property at Danforth and Chester. It was a business property with an apartment upstairs and of course business downstairs. At that time it was about, they were asking for $48,000 and for some reason I gave them $40,000. And of course we went down, 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 down. They got to $45,000. I gave them $42,000 and we couldn't really agree for $2,000-3,000 and we broke the deal. Right now that property is over $700,000. Anyway, later on, about 72, I purchased my house, which was in North York. The second example was early to middle 70s. There was a property at Georgian Sands. I don't know if you're aware of that area. There are a lot of cottages there, etc., etc. But there was a property for two families with one entrance and for two families. And we had my best man, who was a perfect choice for us to buy that property. Right on the lake, sand, perfect. It was $46,000. For $23,000 each, we could have had a property which right now is worth over close to $800,000. My best man said, well, you're a teacher, you can spend time there during the summer. I'm a doctor, I cannot go there, so for some reason we didn't make the deal. The third and probably the most interesting opportunity that I had, it was late 70s, early 80s. My best man, which was the original manager at the bank, at TD Bank at that time, they assessed my house in North York for $316,000. And says, Philip, I have a property for you in Markham, around, I don't know, line 10 and north of Highway 7. It says it's 300 acres. For $300,000 you can have it. It's yours. Plus the property had a house, so you don't have to do anything, just simply move there. He says, Philip, you're going to become a millionaire very, very, very soon. Now, being a teacher in East York, I said, how can I go now to Markham and drive all the way from Markham to East York? I couldn't buy it. He said, Philip, buy it. We talked to my wife about it. For some reason, we said, forget it. Now, that property is all homes. I could have been really, for every single acre, close to $1 million. Unfortunately, we didn't do it.
You know what? I guess in hindsight, you live and learn. However, you don't necessarily regret your steps that you've taken, but those are opportunities that you think about today. In hindsight, well, what could have been?
Well, that's why I told you when you decided to make a decision to become a real estate investment person, I said you're not making a mistake, only because of these opportunities, and of course for you to be able to pursue this kind of a business, knowing that this is the best thing for you to do it. Mind you, for not buying the property at Georgian Sands, I built a pool in my backyard. And of course, you and your sister, my daughter, you grew up in the pool. So that was not bad. By buying the house, instead of the Danforth, buying the house in North York, I bought the property or the house at that time for $60,000. Now the property is over $800,000. So I did not make a mistake. But the point is, I could have done much, much better. So you have to take an opportunity. You have to invest to be able to make a buck.
Okay, so what is your advice to the younger generation of today?
Well, believe it or not, you have to take a risk. You cannot, it's difficult to believe or to trust anybody, but to be able to make a buck, you have to risk. You have to take that opportunity. Anytime you have a chance, take it. So I broke a couple of times these opportunities of mine. Now, what can I say? I made a mistake. I could have been rich. I don't regret it the way I am.
And I wouldn't regret it either. You've done fantastic. I'm very proud of you, especially for being my dad.
And I'm very proud of you doing this particular business.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.